4-year-old Aisha Serik and her mother SALTANAT MUSINA came to the scheduled scan in the Center of Perinatology and Pediatric Cardiac Surgery in Almaty. The girl was born here, and here in 22nd week of her pregnancy, her mother learned that her unborn child has a complex heart defect incompatible with life. Children with this diagnosis without surgery die within the first month of life. It's hard to remember those days without tears. Transposition of the great vessels, congenital heart disease. Children with this diagnosis do not live. I was sent to heart surgery, where they offered an operation that was difficult. Just as I gave birth to my daughter, she was taken to the intensive care unit. The most complicated open heart surgery lasted 6 hours, and it was carried out by 16 highly qualified specialists. SALTANAT saw a heart of her daughter when she came to see her in the intensive care unit. After another 11 days, after the operation, the baby was lying with an open chest. Now Aisha is healthy. She can in out in a swimming pool and go to kindergarten. Since the opening, we performed more than 1,300 heart operations. The very first operation took place on November 19, 2011. It was a patient of 3 years. We have eliminated the ventricular septal defect. Since then, there were so many interesting cases of practical interest in that cause. As there were many innovations for our republic, there were so many operations that previously were not carried out in the Republic of Kazakhstan because of a number of reasons. It is possible to say that those were the children who died before or traveled abroad for operation. Center for Perinatology and Pediatric Cardiac Surgery was opened 5 years ago in the framework of the state program 100 Schools, 100 Hospitals. Pediatric Cardiac Surgery is designed for 15 beds. There is highly specialized care for children up to 18 years old. In the center, there is also a consultative outpatient department. Despite the fact that the clinic is an urban institution, patients from the most remote corners of the country with a variety of heart defects can come here through the Bureau of Hospitalization.
За все время открытия нашего центра в этом подразделении проконсультировано более 15.
During the entire existence of our center, more than 15,000 children were diagnosed by pediatric cardiologists. In addition, our experts regularly travel to the region to help diagnose, specify the correct path for further treatment of children. Plus, through air ambulance, to our hospital delivered more than 70 children who are under emergency or by other indications in terms of their heart defects. BALZHAN MAIGELDIYEVA came to the center with a 1-year-old daughter from Atrau. Zara at her very birth was diagnosed with patent ductus arteriosus, ventricular septal defect. The case from a medical point of view is not very complicated, but it was a serious test for this particular family.
Был стресс, был шок, но...
It was a stress, it was a shock, but over time we began to realize that our medicine can help us. It's not so scary. All mothers are asked to stay calm and patient.
Всех мам призываю к спокойствию, терпению.
8 days passed after the surgery, and a happy mom with a young daughter prepared to go home. In a short time, the terrible diagnosis can be forgotten.
Теперь у нас осталась реабилитация 6 месяцев.
Now we are left with a rehabilitation of 6 months, and we will live like normal children, without a defect in a heart.
Без шума в сердце.
The department is supervised by Chief Specialist in Pediatric Cardiac Surgery of Almaty City Health Department, cardiac surgeon of the highest category, KAIRAT KUATBEKOV. He notes the high technical equipment of the center and professionalism of the staff. Now the doctor is preparing for the next operation. Assistants are ready. A 3-month baby is connected to a heart-lung machine. Soon with a special drug, his heart would stop to become clogged, and after a few hours again, it would beat again for a long life. No noise, faults, and defects.